Hey, Mina. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Ladies Power Lunch. Thank you so much for joining. Thanks, Barb, and thank you, Marianne, for joining us here on the Zoom. And I want to say shout out, big shout out to everybody who's watching us over on our Ladies Power Lunch Facebook group. So today we're talking about growing smarter. And guess who's talking about growing smarter today? It's somebody that I absolutely love, absolutely recommend her. Like, if you are looking for somebody to talk to you about grow smarter, I think this is the person that you should go to. Her name is Davia. And oh, by the way, she's also me. And of course, here in the Zoom studios with us, we have Barb and we have Marianne. So I think it would be really wonderful, Barb and Marianne, if you guys just took a moment to introduce yourselves, say who you are, what your business is, what you do, and say a little bit about why you decided to hop on to the call today to talk about growing smarter. Both our businesses and, let's face it, having more abundance in our life in general. Barb, you want to start?
Start. Yeah. Hi, guys. I'm Barb Pritchard of Infinity Brand Design, and I love serving spiritual entrepreneurs, businesses with soul, and helping your business represent that manifestation of that next level of business where you're at through purposeful and my empathy first approach to brand and web design. And I joined today because this is a brilliant topic that needs to be out there more in the world. So I'm just here to support you, my dear. And yeah.
Awesome. And Barb, I just have one more question. You mentioned that empathy first approach to design. And having worked with you, I have personally experienced it, but I'm not sure if everybody understands what that means. Could you say just a tiny bit more about that?
Of course. Yeah. So it's really important that empathy is spread out through every interaction that clients have with your business, because when you are able to really, and empathy, by empathy I mean being able to really step into the shoes of your clients, your ideal clients, so you understand your talk and their talk, and they're really able to relate with your brand, your messaging, the visuals that you use. It makes it a no-brainer for them to want to work with you and making you the expert in that field.
I love that. I absolutely love that. Thanks for joining. This is wonderful to have you. Marianne, my dear friend, welcome. So happy that you joined today. So good to
Thank
see you.
you. I know it feels like forever. I'm Marianne Peck. I have mariannepeck.com, and I am a spiritual medium. So I offer readings from my spirit guides, the many, because I really feel like there are so many hard questions, heart questions, soul questions out
Questions.
there that need to have some light shown on it from infinite intelligence. So I offer that. I'm also a podcaster. I love interviewing all of you beautiful coaches. And in collaboration, I'm so excited for this because this is the collaboration with Ladies Power Lunch in creating a coaching concierge directory so that I can help people find you all uh, who would be, which one would be the perfect coach for this time of their life. So, and I came today because I need to grow smarter
Oh my goodness.
all the way,
I love that. And
all the
I
things.
I'm looking forward to more of our Ladies Power Lunch members taking advantage of being a part of the Ladies Power Lunch directory that is being offered by your company, Marianne, because it's really an opportunity to get found, but also to make sure that the people who are coming into you, they're actually pre-selected and they're a
Absolutely.
good fit and a good match. And I feel like it kind of fits very well with what Barb was saying before, about you don't want to just attract anybody.
Mm-mm.
You really want to attract the right people to you. So I feel like both the services that you are offering, Marianne, especially what you're offering in conjunction with Ladies Power Lunch, and Barb, especially what you have done to transform the Ladies Power Lunch brand, which we will be revealing really, really soon. And I'll talk a little bit about that at the end. Um, I feel like all of that is going to be wonderful for everybody. Just want to shout out to our business besties who have joined us over in the Ladies Power Lunch group. Hi, Robin. Welcome. Hi, Mina. Hi, Wendy Lee. So good to see you. Amla, congratulations on your book launch today. So excited for you. Cindy, welcome. Jamie, Mina. If I missed anybody, hi, Rachel. I see you there. Everybody, just drop a comment in the chat to let us know that you're here. And as we're going along with the conversation, drop your comments, drop your questions. Hey, if you have disparaging remarks, drop them too. We want to hear all of it. And let's just have a really great, rich, full conversation today. Let's get real about this. So I thought it was important to hop on today and talk about this because we've been talking, I think, over the last few weeks about growing smarter and embracing new paradigms and new ideas for growing our mindset. Our money mindset mostly is what we've been talking about, but growing our mindset in general. And, it led me to thinking about the fact that maybe what we really need is a complete paradigm shift. Maybe what we need to do is we need to be just thinking about this whole thing completely differently. And so, of course, Source, I think, has the best sense of humor ever because routinely, whenever I am ruminating on something, something's going to show up in my life. And I prefer, just want to preface this, Source, I prefer when it's little things like this and not the big, huge, humongous thing. So I posted in the Facebook group today about this because this blew my mind, like mind blown. I come in, I'm changing into my scrubs, and I pick up the last pair of scrub pants. So there are no more, guys, no more scrub pants. This is it. I pick them up, and as I'm pulling them on, I realize I cannot tie the waistband because one end has receded into the waistband. So there's just one end sticking out and nothing on the other end to tie it to. What do you do, guys? What do you do? So I know everybody has a million answers like me, I know what to do. But my problem is this: I have never been your seamstress. Okay. My mom tried, she tried her endeavor best. She really, really did. She tried to teach me to sew. She tried to teach me to crochet. The woman even tried to teach me to knit, guys. Didn't work. I was a tomboy. I was more interested in climbing up into the truck and also climbing trees. And she bought me a whole bunch of Barbies, and me and my Barbies would go on like expeditions in the yard. So it just wasn't something that I ever even thought about sewing. So I'm looking at these pants, and for about 20 minutes, and I was talking to somebody on the Ladies Power Lunch group about this earlier. For about 20 minutes, I tried to find the end that was stuck inside and push it gently through to the other end. As I pushed and pushed, I realized the thing I was pushing, thinking it was the end, I didn't know it could have been a ball of lint or something, but it wasn't the end. So I just spent 20 minutes of my life, and patients might be starting to come in now. So, it's going to get busy. 20 minutes of my life. And guys, you know how much stuff I do on a daily basis, just trying to restring these pants. But the thing is, we're always blessed, guys, and we always have the resources that we need. And I was listening to training on Raymond Hollywell's book about the universal laws the other day, and I was just taken aback by the fact that if you have it in your mind, if you have something that you want to do, if the idea has occurred to you, the way to make it possible is available. So of course, the idea occurred to me that I want to fix these pants, right? Because I need to put them on so it can actually get working. So I quickly put my sweatpants back on, and I rush out into the office and I say to Sandy. Now, Sandy is my right hand. She is the very only reason why I am able to keep doing everything, because she is so quick. She's fast. She can multitask. She's amazing. So all I have to do is just say, hey, Sandy, can you help? And Sandy is on it. So I said to her, and I should have gone to her first because she is in her own right a seamstress. Like she has her little side business, which is, oh gosh, I'm gonna forget the name right now, but we call her the bag lady because she makes purses and pocketbooks and little cute little things, and she makes them meaningful. So like if I remember we had a patient one time who her mom had passed away and she had a favorite jacket or something, and Sandy turned the jacket into a purse and it was just beautiful. So she does really special, wonderful things. So I go out to Sandy and I say, hey, Sandy. Oh, and I was wearing sweatpants at the time, just in case anybody was wondering. I go out to Sandy and I say, hey, Sandy, help. Can you help me? And she's like, okay. And it took like a minute. Now I'm sitting there, I'm like biting my nails. This is moment of truth here because patients are going to start coming in any minute. And she just ripped out the waist string. And I'm like, oh my God, no, what are we going to do? This is terrible. She's just broken the whole thing. Oh my gosh, I'm panicking. And fortunately, I'm really good at hiding the panics. I'm just sitting there like, really, okay, what's going to happen next? Maybe I'm going to have to treat my patients in sweatpants today. We have another option, so it's going to be okay. Then she did this wonderful thing. She took a paper clip, she tied the one end to the paper clip, pushed it through the other end, boom, sweatpants fixed. Less than a minute, guys, less than a minute. But the reason I'm telling you this really long, drawn out, boring, ridiculous story is that there was a message there for me. And I know you're thinking that the message is that I really should have paid closer attention when my mom was trying to teach me stuff. And I should have. But the real message that I was getting there is that, oh my goodness, sometimes the way we're thinking about doing things, there's a different way, and it might not be a way that is immediately intuitive for us. And it might also be so much easier. Other lesson that I got from that is I need to live by the principles that I teach. I teach this paradigm of grow smarter, and it has 5 pillars. Pillar 1, ask source for guidance. Pillar 2, make sure that whatever you're getting involved with to grow your business is actually in alignment. Step 3, make sure that whatever you are doing to grow your business, that you're all in, and that all the players who are a part of what you're trying to do, they're all in too. That's superstar important. Step 4, make sure that the assignments are appropriate, right? Everybody who is doing something on the project is working in their brilliance, and not like me trying to restring a pair of scrub pants when I know nothing, zero, know nothing about needlework, sewing, being a seamstress. And step 5, taking advantage of the applications, the resources, the absolutely brilliant people that we have around us that have the brilliance in the areas where we want to excel. And so that's what I did. I took advantage of expert resources. Expert. And in a minute, what it took me 20 minutes to fail at, she was able to get it done in 1 minute. What does this mean for you? What does this mean for your business? It means that we can grow smarter. We can. It means that maybe, guys, maybe we've been thinking about this the wrong way the whole time. Maybe anybody ever struggle in their business? Anybody ever want more clients? Anybody ever have 5 things going on in their lives, whether it's their business and their family and their relationship and their finances and their health and wellness? And maybe the business, everything might be going well, but the business is not going well. And suddenly you let that one thing consume everything and it brings the whole thing down. That ever happened to anybody? Anybody ever have difficulty with getting things to just flow with ease, and they find themselves efforting and struggling and pushing things into place, and you might even get results, right? But it was like you had to work so hard to get it to happen. And anybody ever, because for many of you, you know my story, and you know how there was a time when if it was a networking event, I was there. Like I was at everything. Anybody ever network everywhere, do all the things, and still find that they're coming up short with the results that they're looking for? Because I've been there. And, this week in our Ladies Power Lunch group, I asked us to list our why. Just say why. Why on earth are you doing the thing that you're doing? Barbie, yeah, I get it. You're working with heart-centered entrepreneurs and you want them to focus a little bit more on empathy, but why do you even care about that? Marianne, you're a medium and you're getting us to get in touch with source, but why do you care if we do or not? Why are we doing the things that we do? And what I know is that I went through a tough time. I've been in business for 11 years. I have been running Ladies Power Lunch for 8 years. I have seen a lot of ways that we can struggle and a lot of ways that we can fail. And I've lived it. And so my why is to say, hey, I figured out an easy way, an easier way. The easy button is here. And I don't think that it would be appropriate for me to hoard that for myself. I think that if more of us actually embrace these principles and embrace these ideas, then can you imagine what would happen if heart-centered entrepreneurs had more resources? Because here's what I know for sure. And guys, I know there's going to be a little bit of pushback here, but hear me out. What I know for sure is that we've got a bunch of heart-centered entrepreneurs working their little tail feathers off every single day, serving their communities with such love, and they're so broke. Or they're not hitting their targets, or they have credit card debt or something like that. I'm just giving real talk here, ladies. This is the real deal. And so my question is, because these are the people who are here to change the world. And maybe 5 years ago it was a drill, but I want to invite you to appreciate that it is not a drill anymore. It's time for us to step into the power of what we believe, of what our passion is, and actually change the world. So what if, in addition to serving our audiences, we also had the resources to do it better? What if we also had the resources to support the charities that we want to support? When we had this money mindset conversation over the last couple of weeks, we got such great insights. One of the things that I will probably take with me until the last day is that money loves women.
Mm-hmm.
Because when women have money, the community benefits. It's not just a one-way ticket. And so my invitation to you is to appreciate that we need to think about growing our businesses, maybe a different way, a way that includes more intentional and aligned support of each other. It's not just me over here doing my thing and you over there doing your thing. But there's a way to collaborate, right? Not just me sitting in my office trying to figure out how am I going to restring this pair of pants, but reaching out and saying, hey, can you help me? It's about the power of the collective being greater than the sum of its part. It's about 1 + 1 being greater than 2. It's about there being room for success for every single one of us. And that competition is a mental construct. It's just something that we've created. And when I say we, I don't mean you and me and those of us who are here in the room today. I'm talking about something that we've been taught for generations. But I know for sure, and I love to give examples because one of my very favorite mentors has said to me that, you can talk all day, but it's stories that teach. And I can tell you, coming into my private practice, we had 2 doctors here in the practice, and there was never a time when there was any competition between us. We work in a medical building. Upstairs, there's an internist, there is a physical therapist, all kinds of other healthcare providers here in the building. And everybody has their patients. And if my patient needs to be seen by another doctor, that's fine. That doesn't mean anything negative for me.
Mm-hmm.
There is just no such thing as competition. It's something that we've made up. Next thing, and you might give me a little pushback on this also because we've all struggled, right? But I'm going to tell you that struggle is optional. Yeah, it is optional. It can be easy. It can be a whole lot easier, but you need to have that intentional, aligned collaboration. Without it, that's when you get the struggle, and that's when it's hard. And we've all heard about the mastermind. We've all read Napoleon Hill, as difficult as it is to read. We've all gone through it. So I feel like, the group that we're talking to here, if you haven't read Think and Grow Rich, go read it. It's difficult, but it's worth the read. Magic shows up when more than one mind gets together. And sometimes an idea that Barb didn't have, an idea that Marianne didn't have, an idea that I didn't have, when the 3 of us come together and we start brainstorming, suddenly ideas that were nowhere are able to be birthed into the world. So my promise is that you can live your optimal life. My promise is that you can be making way more money, guys, way more money, and you can be doing it with ease, and you can be doing it with flow. My promise is that you can be part of a community of connected, deeply connected, not just surface level. And no offense to, all the other networking things that you can do that are surface level connections, because there's a place for that. But I'm talking the deeper connections that you can make with other heart-centered entrepreneurs. We will be birthing our new logo soon. And when you see it, I think you will love it. We're talking more about growing smarter, about shifting the paradigm, about doing things a completely different way. And Barb and I, we meditated on it, no lie. And we had many ideas that came to us for the idea of growing. You could think about a tree, you could think about a seedling, but it has to be so much bigger than that, because we're talking about the whole world here, and we're here to make that shift. We're here to make that transition. We're here to make sure that the world gets the benefit of our heart-centered approach. And so what grows worlds? Where do they grow? They grow in a nebula, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so that is going to be the basis of our new branding and our new focus. I want to invite you all to join me next week, Wednesday at 2:00. And I'm going to really outline step by step the 5 principles of growing your business smarter. 1, asking source. 2, get in alignment. 3, make sure you're all in. 4, make sure everybody's assigned where they need to be. And 5, taking advantage of your apps, your resources, and your experts that are around you. So I'd love for you to join. I'm going to post the link a little bit later today so that everybody can sign up if you would like to. And we're going to be talking about shifting the paradigm, about growing smarter, about living your optimal life, about making those heart-centered connections, and about, hey, making more money, ease, flow. Who likes those ideas? No one? No? Nothing you ever want to know? Yes? Awesome. Love it. Barb, Marianne, any final words that you want to add to this conversation? And if you have comments over in our Ladies Power Lunch Facebook group, feel free to drop them in there. Barb, what do you want to say?
I really, this whole, I'm over here just vibrating, getting goosebumps as you're talking. This is so aligned, and it's what I've found in my own business is networking is the key. I mean, and more than just networking, like you said, creating those really deep level relationships, and it's like adding to your family. That's what it feels like. And it's like, I know I'm home with this group of women, and yeah, it's really something beautiful, and that's where the magic happens. So absolutely.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you, Barb. Marianne, any final words?
Oh, I just love all of this. I loved one of the statements that I wrote is, live in and allow the expert resources that are available, because I'm not taking advantage of that. So that was a ping for me.
Beautiful, beautiful. I just want to bring in some of the people who are commenting over in our Ladies Power Lunch Facebook group. This would make a great TED Talk. Huh? Okay, keep me in mind, guys. If you hear of a TEDx that is available, let me know and I will put in my application. Jen says, yes, stories are so powerful. Hannah says, very true, Davia. Robin says, this is your invitation for your TED Talk, Dr. Davia Shepherd. Okay, invitation accepted. Intentional aligned collaboration. Robin has not read, I'm guessing, Think and Grow Rich. Maybe this is one of the things that we need to do in one of the upcoming Ladies Power Lunch book club episodes. We need to do Think and Grow Rich. I think when we do it together, it'll be a lot easier to, and even if you've already read it, it would be a good idea to hop on to that. Jamie says, so true, ideas grow exponentially. Mina says, can't wait to see the new logo. Just wish I could be more present in this group during the school year. Totally understand, Mina. And you are such a great participant in our group. Robin can't wait to see the new brand. Other people can't wait to see the new brand. Wendy Lee says, we're family. I've got all my sisters with me. I love it. And I can just hear you singing, Wendy Lee, because Wendy Lee is an amazing vocalist. So I just can hear your voice in my head. Wonderful, wonderful. Really potent conversation. Thanks for creating this community. Awesome comments in the group. Everybody, thank you so much for joining us. The party doesn't stop though, because today is Wendy Lee's takeover of Ladies Power Lunch, and she's going to be our presenter later on at 1 o'clock. And she's going to be talking about getting off that merry-go-round. So I feel like it's a perfect fit with what we've been talking about today. I hope to see you all on the next show. And thanks everybody for showing up. Love you all. Bye.